Hey YouTube, Jonathan here at Night Knowledge. My last video quickly covered how to set up a game of one of my favorite themed board games called Unfair. Today's video will cover how to play it. Now normally I would be extremely thorough covering all the rules, but that means it'll be a very long video, and I've resolved to keep all rules videos under 10 minutes from now on. If you need any further explanations or clarifications, please comment below or check BoardGameGeek.com. In Unfair, we are competing amusement parks trying to have the best park in the city by building rides and attractions, hiring the best staff, pulling strings with City Hall, and messing with our opponents. The object of Unfair is to have the most points at the end of 8 rounds. We'll discuss at the end how to calculate points. For now, we'll look at what we do each round. We start with the event draw step, where each player, starting with the player with the starting player marker, draws one event card each and adds it to their hand. During the event's city step, the host turns over the Funfair or Unfair city card. A Funfair city card will have an effect that is beneficial to all players, while the Unfair city cards are the opposite. On the 4th round, this card will remind you that this is the last round to obtain blueprints, which we'll also talk about shortly. When we get to the event play step, the first player has the option to play one event card from their hand. Then, in clockwise fashion, the next player can play an event card, and so on. Events have 2 parts, a beneficial top part and a bottom part that attacks the player. You must choose to activate either the top or the bottom of the card. Once the event phase is complete, we come to the park phase. On a player's park step, the player can do one of 4 things: take, build, demolish, or loose change. There are 4 take actions. Draw 2 cards from the event step, keep 1 card and discard the rest. These cards can be used in future event play stages. You can draw 2 blueprint cards from the blueprint deck, keep up to 1, and discard the rest. Blueprints are hidden objectives that if a player completes, they get bonus points. If the entire blueprint is incomplete, the player loses 10 points per blueprint at the end of the game. A player can take 1 park card from the market area and put it into your hand. Immediately replace the park card from the park deck. A player can discard a card from their hand to draw 5 park cards. Choose to keep 1 and discard the rest. There are 2 ways to build something, from your hand or from the market. Either way, you must pay the money cost according to the card and place it in your play area. A player may only have up to 5 attractions in their park at one time. Upgrades are always built on top of an attraction. Players start the game with 2 showcase cards, which are attractions with strong abilities. To clarify my setup video, a player can only build 1 showcase in their park. They can choose to instead discard both showcase cards at any time to earn 10 coins, although this is not normally recommended. Each player starts with a face-down loan card, and as a free action, can flip it over and rotate it to get 5 coins each time. At the end of the game, the player suffers minus points depending on how many loans they took. The demolish action allows you to discard either an upgrade on an attraction or the attraction and every upgrade on it. No cards are kept this way. The last type of action a player may take is called loose change. For each attraction a player has, open or temporarily closed, they each earn $1. Normally, each player only has 3 park steps, but there are event cards and staff cards that can provide a player a 4th park step. Once the park phase is complete, we move on to the guest phase, where players earn money. We calculate this by counting up the stars in our park, restricted by our park capacity, and earn bonus money from any cards with ticket symbols. Note that we can only earn money from open attractions. Looking at the main gate card, we can only earn up to 15 coins worth of stars in our park. There are cards that can increase it. If we have more stars than our capacity, we still only earn what we have capacity for. Once the guest step is complete, we move to the cleanup phase. During this step, we do the following. Any event cards that have pins are discarded. We flip over any face-down attractions that were recently closed. We clear and discard all park cards in the market and replace with 6 new park cards to form a new market. Each player discards cards to meet the 5-card hand limit. Blueprint and showcase cards do not count towards that limit. Once the cleanup phase is done, we start from the beginning at the event draw step. If it is the end of the 8th round, the game is over and we calculate points. The game comes with this handy pad that you'll use to track everyone's points. There are 4 ways to earn points and loans that will deduct points. You earn points primarily through your attractions by scoring the total number of icons an attraction has on its ribbon. Refer to your reference card for the value per icon. Add any bonus points for completed blueprints, or subtract 10 points for each entirely incomplete blueprint. For every 2 coins, the player earns 1 point. Add any bonus points from staff members, and deduct any points for each player that took loans. At the end, ties are broken by the player with the most stars, then blueprints, then cash. And those are the rules to Unfair. I hope this helps you in understanding each phase of the game. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Check out the rest of my channel or my blog, nightknowledge.com, for more videos on board games, video games, tutorials, and photography. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.